was fortunate enough to play in an under-8 game out there in the SCG, and I thought that was a great thing. And then from that day on, that was my incentive towards bigger and better things. I wasn't satisfied with playing first grade. I had to play in representative sides, and when I played in representative Sydney and country games, I wasn't satisfied. I had to play in New South Wales and then on to Australia and go overseas, and because they were all incentives to me to play a lot better football than what I was used to playing.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Ground here.
It's a great ground, there's no doubt about that, and any player that don't want to play here is out of his head, because this ground, when you run out on it and see the crowd around it, you can do nothing else but play a good game of football. It is unbelievable, the feeling out when you run out there, especially when you're playing against the world champions like Great Britain and that sort of things. It just sort of lifts you. And I used to say to myself, I'm not coming off this ground if I lose. My favourite moment is when I was playing in the Colts game, when I hit Vince Cornelius with a stiff arm. He said, I believe you've got a good record out here. He said, you won't go get a good record in England if you start throwing stiff arms. I advise you one thing, that you don't start, that you give away the stiff arm. I immediately did that, and I appreciated those words of advice.
Scrum it goes down, Summons works the scrum, in goes the ball, and the nice scissors movement been put on here. There's Raper going nicely downfield, shoots it away this time to Johnny King.
I never played in an easy grand final. They were all just like test matches, and thank God that I had the players and the calibres of when I played in a test match, I had them in the grand finals. We won 11 in a row, and I played in 8 of those grand finals, and without the players behind me, St George wouldn't have got anywhere near that record, because they were just phenomenal.
There goes the kick, then brought down by Langlands. Langlands took that one nicely. There's downfield, has Gazzy alongside of him. Cuts out Gazzy with a pass going out to Smith, from Smith to King. And look at King going helter-skelter to the line. And Johnny King has gone in to score a great St George try.
It did feel like it was our home ground, and a lot of sides didn't like us playing so often out here, because you got used to the surroundings, you got used to the crowds, and you got used to the referees out there, so it was an added advantage playing here all the time.
St George win 23-4, taking their 11th successive premiership, a world record in any code of football.
It was fantastic, as a matter of fact, and I said to one of the players running around the oval, I said to him, I said, we'll have to do this again next year. Little did I know it would happen 8 times. It's very special in my heart.